In today's video, we're diving into the different game modes available in Delta Force Mobile. Especially for those who are new to the game or maybe even new to tactical shooters in general, this guide will explain everything you need to know, one step at a time, without overloading your brain. So let's start right from the beginning. Once you install the game and open it for the first time, you will be asked to log in. You can choose any of the available methods: Facebook, Google, Apple, or even a guest account if you're just trying it out for fun. Once you're logged in, you'll be greeted with 3 core game modes: Warfare, Operation and Black Hawk Down campaign mode, along with some limited time events that might pop up depending on when you're playing. But for now, let's focus on Warfare mode, arguably the most action-packed and chaotic mode of them all. So what is Warfare mode? Well, imagine if Domination and Battlefield had a baby, this would be it. You've got 64 players in total, split into 2 massive teams of 32 versus 32. These players are further grouped into 8 squads of 4. Your squad is your lifeline, so stick together and communicate when you can. In Warfare, one team plays as the attackers while the other defends. If you're on the attacking side, your main job is to push forward through enemy territory, break through their defenses and capture strategic objectives scattered across the map. Think of it like taking over one area at a time, zone by zone. The more zones you capture, the closer you get to victory. Now, if you're on defense, your mission is basically hold the line. You've got to protect your sectors, keep the attackers from advancing and make them run out of lives. Yes, they have a limited number of reinforcements. Every time an attacker gives up after getting knocked, it costs their team a reinforcement point. So keep them pinned, pause those respawns, and you'll bleed their resources dry. The objectives are clearly marked on the minimap and you'll see the capture progress as attackers close in. If attackers outnumber defenders at an objective, the control starts shifting. Defenders first lose control, then attackers slowly gain it. Once all objectives in that sector are taken, attackers move on to the next one, and defenders have a small window to regroup, set up traps, or just panic, whatever works. Vehicles are a huge part of the mode. Tanks, ATVs, trucks, you name it. You can even deploy directly into vehicles heading to the front lines. If you're more of a sneaky recon type, you can place respawn beacons just outside enemy objectives so your squad can drop right into the fight. Handy, right? Now, one of the most useful features in Warfare is redeployment. If you get knocked out and can't be revived, don't worry, you can redeploy. Just open the map and choose where to spawn. You can spawn near objectives your team controls, around a safe squad mate, or even hop into a vehicle that's heading to battle. You can also use the settings button to redeploy and switch your operator or gear if your current loadout isn't cutting it. Super helpful if you want to go from sniper mode to full-on Rambo. And here's a pro tip. Attackers start with 300 reinforcements. Every time a teammate gives up and doesn't get revived, 1 reinforcement is used. But if you're rescued by a teammate, you don't lose any. So teamwork actually saves lives and resources. Oh, and there's more to Warfare mode than just attack and defend. There's also a variation that plays out more like a King of the Hill style battle, where both sides are on equal footing and competing to capture sectors instead of just one team pushing forward. Here's how it works. Both teams fight to take control of different objectives spread across the map. Capturing all objectives within a sector doesn't just give you bragging rights, it also grants your team resources, and these resources, they're your key to victory. The first team to hit the resource target wins the match. But here's where it gets spicy. Maintaining a numerical advantage at an objective actually makes it get captured faster. So if you're outnumbering the enemy at a capture point, that little progress bar is gonna move a whole lot quicker. And if your team is already leading by controlling more sectors, you will gain bonus resources over time, which can seriously snowball your lead if the other team doesn't catch up fast. Now let's talk about Operation mode, also known as Extraction mode. If Warfare is all-out chaos with tanks and 64 players running around, this mode is the opposite. It's slow, strategic and intense. In Operation mode, you're not just trying to rack up kills. Instead, you'll be part of a small tactical squad working together to complete high-risk missions deep inside enemy territory. When the match starts, you and your teammates are dropped into the battlefield as part of a special ops unit. Your main goal: accept missions, complete specific objectives like securing intel, eliminating high-value targets, looting key supply points, or disabling enemy equipment, and then make it out alive. Sounds simple on paper, but trust me, it gets hectic real fast. Here's the twist. You don't just win by staying alive. You have to extract successfully. Somewhere on the map, there's a designated extraction point where a chopper will be on standby, waiting to pull you and your squad out. But it won't wait forever. There's a limited window of time and you'll need to navigate through enemies, possibly other squads, and unpredictable threats to reach that chopper. If you miss the extraction or get wiped out before reaching it, mission failed. To keep things interesting, you can also pick up contracts during the mission, which are like side quests. These might offer extra loot, XP, or rare items, but they'll also increase the risk. Do you go for the reward and gamble with your extraction timing, or play it safe and head straight to the evac zone? That's the beauty of Operation Mode. It's all about tactical decision making. It's perfect for players who enjoy more methodical gameplay, where planning, stealth, and coordination matter just as much as good aim. And yes, teamwork is absolutely key here. So if you're the solo Rambo type, maybe give your squad a heads up before sprinting off into the unknown. So yeah, if you're someone who likes that high stakes, high reward experience where every decision matters, Operation Mode might just become your favorite. And hey, pulling off a clean extraction with your squad, that's a flex worth posting. As for the campaign mode, aka the Black Hawk Down experience, I'm actually planning to turn that into a full series on the channel. It's got that cinematic, story-driven vibe that deserves its own spotlight. So if you're into immersive single-player missions with cutscenes, objectives, and a bit of that old-school Delta Force flair, definitely stay tuned. I'll be covering it mission by mission so you can experience the full journey without missing a beat. Also, just a heads up, everything I've shown so far is from the global version of the game.
Capture each sector and the enemy will have no place to hide.
Vehicle airdrop available.